Right everybody, this is going to be an insane next 2 weeks. There is so much happening and so much we need to tell you, and we haven't done so because I've been doing my finals at university, but I'm finally finished, so here we go. Really quick piece of news. We are indeed coming to LeakyCon next Sunday. Oh my god, that's so soon. We will be flying to Orlando and we will be there for the whole of LeakyCon. So if you're coming to Florida, make sure you look out for us. There'll be more about that coming. But yeah, we're coming and we're excited. Ah! The main part of this video will be about Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 premiere in London. So we've been getting a hell of a lot of emails all year about this, and we weren't sure if we were coming, so we didn't really want to talk too much about it, but now we know that we are coming, so yeah, we can definitely tell you all about it. Then we actually did a video about last year's one. At the end of this video I'll put all the links of our of that video I was talking about, and I'll also put up videos of the last premieres that we've been to, so the 5th and the 6th film premiere and the 7th. We're really into that many? Now, there's a really important point that a lot of people don't understand. You do not need tickets to do this. The premiere will be on the 7th, which is Thursday coming, which is really soon, I know, and I really apologise for not putting this video up before. This year is going to be slightly different from every other premiere. It is not purely in Leicester Square. It is apparently between Trafalgar Square and Leicester Square, which is actually quite a distance. So what we're assuming, and we may be wrong, but they will start at Trafalgar Square and there will be places for people to stand for the whole time in between those two locations, and it will end in Leicester Square and people will go to the cinema once they arrive. In which case, we don't think you need to get there as early. They're estimating something like 20,000 people to turn up, and it's a record year, but I suppose it's the last premiere, everybody wants to go. We had friends last year that arrived about 5 in the morning, and they said that there were already hundreds that had stayed out all night, and some of them had even camped for 2 days. So it really depends on what you want from this. So if you want to be in the square, I suggest you stay overnight, bare minimum. If you don't mind where you stand and you're quite happy to just, you know, go anywhere, I would suggest arriving that day. If you want to aim for front row, definitely get there as early as you can. We may be wrong. It's really down to what you're willing to risk. That's all I'm going to say, really. I'm going to warn people though that every year I have been crushed, and it rains a lot, pretty much every premiere, so not only do you need lots of raincoats, I mean I know it's July, but like I seriously don't trust premieres anymore, they rain all the time, so potentially take stuff for rain, but also don't take anything really valuable or too heavy or too bulky, because you will be thrown everywhere. And also basically once you're in your spot you can't really go away from that unless like you desperately need a loo or you need a drink or whatever, but I really would suggest trying to stay where you were, because it's so easy to lose your place. People are desperate to see the stars. They will push and they will push and they'll take your space. It is a little bit violent, but it's really not that bad. I'm making it sound a lot worse than it is. So if you're young and you're trying to convince your parents, don't worry parents, because it's really not that bad. It's really just a matter of just standing your ground and stuff, and yeah, just pretty much what you can imagine from it, really. An important point is travel. London transport doesn't seem to sort of really function before about 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, something like that. Once we got a train in for like 5 o'clock and we had to walk to Leicester Square from absolutely miles away, like barely anything was open. I really would suggest, if you are thinking of going early, looking up buses, looking up the London Underground and looking into these things. It's very simple once they're open. There's so much transportation, you will not have a problem. Where you want to stand is a difficult one. I would suggest that if you want lots of signatures, you will probably want to go possibly into the square, Leicester Square, because every time we've gone in there, the celebrities have always stopped, because it's basically where the media stand, and so they'll be having a lot of interviews and stuff, so it's kind of like the core of the premiere. So if you're in that square, you're potentially more likely to meet more people. In saying that, last year we stood just outside Leicester Square where the cars drew in, and because they've just stepped out the car, they're all fresh to it and they're like, oh, people's autograph books to sign, and then they'll just run towards you. So I mean, obviously, like, this is very much an estimate, but potentially going to Trafalgar Square, where the cars drove up, might be a good starting place. The bit in between, they may get a bit bored of signing things, so they might be less likely to get people coming over to you, and then Leicester Square more likely to be busy again. So if, like I said, it's a risk, but from experience, where they get out the car and when they go into the cinema are sort of the key spots if you're celebrity hunting. If you're looking to get on the news, anywhere really, as long as you stand out, I'd say. Lily and I are certainly going to stand out this year, and we're not telling you what we're doing, but certainly keep an eye out. Also, posters are a very good thing. If you are thinking of taking a poster, do something quite interesting. I mean, often it's the ones that are like really, really pro Harry Potter, like the actual character and Team Harry kind of thing, or kind of more controversial. Be creative, I'd say, if you're going to go with that. If you won't be attending the premiere, you can still follow us. We have Twitter. If you search Always Pure Blood, we'll put a link below, and you can follow us on there. We have done it on several premieres now, and it's been amazing, the support we've got. Also, potentially going to set up a Facebook group for people to meet. We've done this before and it worked well, and it was really good fun meeting lots of different people. It's quite late to do it, I know, but we'll see what we can do. And then if not, hopefully you will all come say hi if you recognise us. Obviously if you don't, then you won't. Kind of better than just standing there watching the celebrities. There's kind of more to it than that, and I think as it's the last one, I really feel we should do that just to make it extra special. So if you're interested, then either let us know in the comments or send us a message or join us on Facebook. We actually have Facebook. Type in the Black Sisters. We'll probably set up a group event from that. We'll obviously put this all in the box below. But yeah, I really, really hope to see many of you there, and if not, I'll see you in LeakyCon like 3 days later, which is really, really cool.